Mappy, please. See, I figured they had, like, unlocked new tribe quests, so... I speak to thee. To think that a master craftsman should seek to establish his workshop here in Okanu. We are surprised as we are gratified. Shall inform the villagers of our guest coming. Please make yourself comfortable until everyone arrives. Hey, Mars! Alright, Mars. I know it's not Mappy, but... if you wish to cancel any 2D Finder, wait for everyone to arrive. I do have skill boxes. I gotta run over here. Grab my keyboard. Well, it looks like we're all here. Thank you for making the journey, Rasta. Not at all. After everything you've done to accommodate me, only right I return the favor. Flavor. Landsguard uniform comes in a few different flavors. Oh, he did say flavor. So I was thinking I'd first sample each, starting with yours. Nanhanshi? Look, I've already lost. It's alright, Mars. My sleep schedule's about to get destroyed soon anyways. Next week, Thursday and Friday, I gotta go into work early. I blame Ren. What? It's close to what I remember designing back in the day, but is it really the same? What do you think? It's perfect. You really think so? Well, if a fighter like you thinks it'll serve, I trust your judgment over mine. Suit of armor can be pretty as a picture, but so long as it doesn't protect wearer's... I'm gonna turn that off now. So long as it doesn't protect its wearer's life, it's little more than a painted funeral shroud. I remember Gulu Jajo went at my samples, hammers and tongs, with spell and sword, to see how the mannequin survived. The first few models, all he had left was ash. It hurt my heart to see my creation so thoroughly laid to waste. But soon I learned, anyway. Anyway, on to the next pattern. My speech recognition is not good. Beep boop. I'll see, that one looks good. As for the frontline fighters, the ladder construction allows for more movement. It's different, but is it right? Is any of this right? I don't know, but I can see myself fighting in it. It warms my heart to hear you say that. You're right. Each uniform embodies a different aspect of... I'm not going to pronounce that. So it's natural each should present a different face. Salhi isn't represented in one uniform alone, nor even in them all combined. Only a fool would think he could capture every aspect of the divine. Best you can hope for is to find a way to imitate it, through trial and error. Thanks to your support, I'm starting to feel as I've done just that. To remember how it felt to happen upon these designs so many years ago. Let's see if I can repeat the trick one more time. I already know what it's gonna look like. Because I'm wearing that armor.
Wow. Hello, baby boys. Hello, baby boys. Why you give me kisses?
Yep. And that's the last of the lot. I gave it my all, but was it enough? I want a set for myself. You honor me, Naka. These uniforms are for the Lance Guard, but the crafting method is no great secret. I'm sure they would begrudge you wearing one in solidarity. First, now that I've won your approval for the design, we have to put them into production. Onfroy, if you wouldn't mind lending me a hand. Yay! That didn't take too long. It gave me the message like, oh, we're still here. Oh no. Last shipment's on its way downriver to Tuliyola. Finally, our work is done. And a very, very well done armor crafter is just as sky-skilled as he ever was. To move amongst eyes, leastwise. She is sure the Lance Guard will be just as happy feels as she. Should I say that in like a goblin voice? So am I. It was a pleasure and a privilege to see you work, Rostan. There's a place for you in our armory, if you'd be willing to take it. I thank you for giving me this chance. You made me feel like there might still be some use in these old bones. But if it's a job in the capital you're offering me, I'll have to turn you down. My river legs have long since deserted me. Why not simply continue this arrangement? You're welcome to remain here in Okanu. It's easier to bring crafting materials here than to haul them up the great stairs, no? Or perhaps Okbekbi might be a more desirable location for a workshop. There you would be among your own kind, not surrounded by Hanu Hanu and our unfamiliar ways. Whatever you wish, we shall see it granted.
Hey, baby boys. You give me kisses? Hey, baby boys.
Move Amok is same-minded. If Rostan needs any crafty goods, whether upfalls or downfalls, he need only ask to help hands. Kobolds, man.
Yes. Yes.
Well, if you all insist. Excellent. As soon as I get back to Tuliyola, I'll let our armorers know that they have a friend in Kozma Oka. I'm sure they'll be only too glad to share the burden. Oh. Well, thank you, baby. Move amok future gazes, too. Many thanks to Rostan for bringing us all together. Of course. I wouldn't have it any other way. Yay. Where am I? Oh, okay. Onfroy. I was so busy helping Rostan with the uniforms, I didn't take time to get a good look at this place until now. Isn't the architecture fascinating? I think I'll stick to touring Torel for the time being. I have a lot to learn here. But as I wander high and low, I'll be sure to come back to call on these two every so often. Can't wait to see the masterpiece Rostan crafts next. Nor how this new friendship between the Moblins and the Hanu Hanu develops. Speaking of Moblins, I should be heading back to Earthshire to finish packing my things for the road. Thank you for everything, Naka. I pray that our paths cross again someday. Yes, Azula. Your cries are heard, girl. So, did that unlock? Well, I would think it'd be over here, wouldn't it? Well, here, let's go back to Tuliola first. I got you, girls. Let's give an attention to Rusty. We're going to give attention to my girl Azula, huh? Let's see. Do I have any blue quests too? Rot and Mach Quaquin. Mickey? That looks like that needs a crafters. Where do I hide my pesky crafters? Oh? Oh, levies. Wow. Now then, off we go. I'm being ambushed. Good, that's the only ambush. I thought it'd be best if we're aware of who you are before you showed up on their doorstep offering the service. Let's go in order, shall we? Starting with Thrall Soul. I know Thrall. Metalware. Thrall deals all things metal, particularly when it comes to daily necessities. Unfortunately, she's recently confronted with the issue that put her very reputation at stake. She seeks a metalworker that understands the importance. words, I can't do that. Ebonia's owners pins official documents. Transcribes letters for those who cannot do so themselves, and more. She specifically needs one skilled in treating personal textiles, leathers, and the like.
You got this challenge to use all your brain cells.
All of them will be used. All three. Sorrel-jaw juice craft serves one of the most unique beverages I dare say one will ever encounter. It's just shame no one's lining up to drink them. Expertise in the culinary arts or alchemy. I'd love for you to assist her in revitalizing her job. And I'm guessing fish fancies and Dodo Hunter. Bit of an exception establishment. You see, Dodo Hunter deals fish that he fancies. Unfortunately for him, his tastes are a touch too unconventional for your average customer. His ancient sales may not pick up. As for Shinyu's job here, I regret to say that its owner is unable to spare you a moment for introductions. I missed it. I believe that covers everything. It's my wish that both customers and shop owners feel mutual satisfaction with their transactions with your market. This house needs may shine more brilliant than ever. With your help, I believe that wish will come true. I look forward to seeing what you accomplish. We now undertake deliveries. Ooh, okay, the delivery soup. Good. Now I can get more levels. Oh, two. Rain gather. Alright, before I actually start doing that. Seems the key can be used to operate the lift as well. Up we go. So continue even in emergencies. The warnings indicate various anomalies related to the seal's failure, most likely for a blessing. We managed to fell the beast before it could cause harm. Right then, let's see if we find some clues about Galuja's mother. How you feeling, Galuja? I think I can use this terminal. Shell taught me how. Go on, little lizard dude. Use those fingers. There's so much data. I don't know what we should look at. Perhaps we can narrow down the search by inputting the name T-Shell Job. Look at the little dinosaur hands. I brought up a lot of results. They all seem to say the same thing. Michelle Shaw, administrator of experimental treatments research labs. That sounds good, doesn't it? Chances are the data is encrypted. Even if not, it will take considerable time to go through it all. Let us take us with us to the back room and she'll analyze it. Agreed. Alright, I'll transfer it to the storage device I brought. You're so handy. There, it's finished. Wow, that was fast. Thank you so much for bringing me all the way here. You're happy, then so am I. Besides, I was able to learn more about my brother as well. It was a fruitful adventure for the both of us. Geodude. Geodude. Texas. That's right, Red. They put Texas in our Final Fantasy. Valid result. Nakamoto to boot. What can I do for you? We're hoping some good news about the railroad. There's an increased number of people looking to return as well. Can't make the journey on foot. I see. As it happens, Razor is also on his way here to take stock of the situation. There he is. Scratch that on his way. Oh, hey. He's got a new fit. Looking good, Aaronville. Since the guild ship has officially approved my transition from cleaner to independent contractor, I was in need of a more befitting attire. You hear about the railroad too? It was in part of my safe that the original Dawn Blazer was certified, so I felt it was only right that I assist in its replacement. Speaking of which, the growing urgency of the need. What have you to report? The new locomotive was on the track for completion, but we're having difficulty pulling her to the station in a manner of speaking. Use the Dawn Blazer into the dome for urgency outweighed all the consideration. Now we're back to our original law. How to run the railroad without upsetting the inhabitants of Mehua and Son. That is, the Ronique. Though the Hitsaru that followed them were none too pleased about the Hitsaru being spooked by the noise of the locomotive either. Lucian advised to fight the railroad shouldn't trust their complaint. But a silent train presents a different danger. The Ronique will need to be deterred from wandering across the tracks. Suppose we can't just blow the whistle at them or they'll panic and be put off the grazing again. Routes plotted to avoid the Ronique's preferred grazing areas then? It's not they're getting so close in the first place. Ronique's grazing patterns have shifted since the tracks were laid. I'm not certain why, but I intend to ask the people of Mahawat Zone for their insight. As major proponent of the railroad, I have duties to assist in this manner, and I too would hear what the Hitsaru have to say about it. They're the ones most affected after all. I believe it would be best to begin by consulting their leader, Milana. The rest of you can accompany us to the Hitsaru encampment if you like. Teleport me there. Do it. Darn. Result. However, I wish you welcome to our camp, but what brings you all the way to... Mehua soon. I thank you for seeing us. Our visit concerns them about the Sakutaro Railroad. And then he explains it. The end. Did you have noted the Ronique's unexpected change of behavior then? My son, Shipero, has been looking in this manner. Shipero? Normally, we expect the Ronique to keep to their favorite grounds nearby for a while, yet, despite Itero's search, we haven't found anything wrong with the quantity and quality of the crazy. Harionan and Yotanene? Nanane? Anna? If they refuse to keep to where they usually would, instead pushing westward towards Arabia, certainly see it can cause for this unseasonal migration. Nonetheless, should they continue to move west, well, I am of Hinsara descent. My parents traveled with the Ronique as well, though I myself have no memory of the experience. I was left behind as a babe, you see, during such migration. One many sacrifices necessitated by a nomadic lifestyle, I am forced to assume. Baby boy was left behind. A chance encounter with a kind Paley merchant, the only reason I survived. Taking pity on me, he taught me his trade that I might fit for myself. I became a stallkeeper in Juliana's markets. That's where the non-servant found me, adopted me. I'd already been in the place some time, limited influence. Like me, she had been cast aside by her parents. I knew the pain of solitude, but I despaired of the suffering. As this tiny child's new brother, I swore I would always be there for her. Oh. How sweet. Truly, I've never heard of a running choosing a path so arduous as to force such a terrible decision. Nor of any Hinsura willing to leave their own flesh and blood for her. There must have been some exceptional circumstance. I cannot say the idea of following their footsteps that I might better make excuses for their actions never much appealed to me. They have good reason. You want to know? What could be such a reason to leave a child behind? As is so often the case, you are correct. Though my discomfort and sorrow may arise from the fear of reopening old wounds rather than blind fervor for innovation, it would nevertheless see me repeat past mistakes. And to refuse to learn one of our country's treasured traditions would make me a poor dancer in the Please, teach me of the road, what they mean to you, and I promise to listen whenever possible. We would be delighted. In the meantime, your companions are welcome to look around. I can't wait to find out what's wrong with the animals. Will you learn culture with me? I should like to approach this with fervent curiosity that you and my sister share. But it would be useful to know whether I am doing it correctly. Settle. You'll learn more from me. Have to look around the plains. Perhaps in the process, we'll find the answers we seek. Oh, I stay behind. Crazy that. This never happened. The quickest way to learn about our way of life is to do as we do. I hope you're not above manual labor. Not the most experienced, I'm ashamed to admit, but I shall put forth every effort. And all we ask, take these tools. Introduce yourself to anyone who looks busy and ask if you can help. We'll be happy to teach you what to do in exchange for another pair of hands. Let us meet back here later to share what we've learned. Yeehaw! Oh. Talkative Hinsara. I'm afraid I've finished my task for the time being, but since you're so eager to learn about our way of life, why don't I tell you a bit about our migration? If you're here, you likely know that the Ronique are considered our guides, that we travel with the turning of the seasons. We trust them to lead us to fertile land, all we need to survive. You may not know that sometimes the herds with us too, out for different paths. On those occasions, the Hinsara was also part of the path of our number. split up twice in a row, though. This one, too, is gonna go right through. And me without my needles. Bending tips! Ah, they're perfectly what I needed. Should be able to patch up the cover. Given how often we back in the mornings and podcast, it's bound to get an occasional tear. Fortunately, the running tide that made up is durable enough that we generally need it for durable hide. You're learning about the Sorrow's way of life, are you? I may have a thing or two to share, but rather than talking your ear off, let me test your powers of deduction. I find answers much easier to recall later if I remind myself. Our consider provide us with something that we use in medicines, explosives, and soap to drive away pests and sustain our fires. What is it? Is it done? Again. Sounds like there's a story there, but that is indeed the correct answer. We've discovered myriad use for Ronique chips over time, each a boon to our way of life. Where there's a need, our Hetsura always provides. Oh yes. More poop. Great. Shaggy and tangled. This was first been overgrown, but a good brushing should thin it out. Would you like to give it a try? You'll need the right tool for the job, in my view, and a comb of the type that we use to get lost in the tangle. Fur brush. Ah, Shadow sent a running brush with you, did he? How like him? Run through one little patch at a time. Beautifully brushed through until your arms grow weary from a long battle with its coat. It feels much tinier now, though the same cannot be said of your clothes, which required a new coat of their own. Well done. With less success for our friend here will be more comfortable in the afternoon heat. Less susceptible to illness. A coat always makes it easier for us to identify injuries, should the need arise. Okay. Mistaken for one of us. You even looked the part. Hey now. I have to wonder how Valcona is getting along. I assumed he would be reluctant to get his hands dirty, but it seems his wish to understand us was sincere. Yes. Ah, there he is now. It won't stop following. Smiling like a dope board. Apologize for my tardiness. I was tasked with grazing the Ronique and ended up rather far afield. I found myself wandering hither and thither. My companion's installation to force us back to the trail seemed inappropriate. How was your over? Have you anything to share? Ronique are treasured members of this community, as if family. Indeed, you provide Hetsura, in turn the Hetsura, good to the community, just as family should be. time for the lack of experience in their mind, but no otherwise. The inability to conceive without decision making way is not being wrong. My parents had a duty to to me, so I wonder if they're leaving me behind is not a selfish act, so I once believed. I have no way to know, of course. Regardless, there's no bearing on our present concerns. Here in service to the people of Terral, after all. Nevertheless, thank you for helping me find a deeper meaning of what we've done today. I will endeavor to remain curious, especially where the Hitsu are concerned. Hitsu. I think it's Hitsu. Hitsu. Glad to hear that, Falcon. Welcome along our herd anytime. Banana blend. That smells sweet. I don't need spell sweet. I'll get these later.
Food buff.
You've been doing a lot of night one, and don't do this during the day. What is your clock if we said, girl? Work of family. I'll stop here for now. I'm tired. Alright. Good night, chat.